Hey guys, just wanted to pop back in and give you a few tips about some things that we do for food and snacks. So one of the hardest transitions I had to make when I was sick was to eat clean. I didn't understand what that meant. Well, it turns out that pretty much just means eating fruits, vegetables, and meats. And so once I realized that, it got a lot easier. But what I've worked on is finding snacks and foods that are easy and convenient. So I'm going to give you a few tips on what our food cabinet looks like. Now, it's not in the best shape right now. There's a bunch of stuff in here that we don't eat. But people have a hard time believing that this is our entire food cabinet. And probably 50% or more of that is stuff that we don't even really eat right now. It's those one-time things. There's marshmallows and cocoa up there, and I don't think either of them are open. Like, it was an idea, something fun we were gonna do on Christmas break, and then we just don't eat that stuff now. So what do we have in here? So we try to eat our meals and minimal snacking. So a snack for us is a sliced green apple. We all eat probably 2 to 3 green apples a day. And green apples are so good for you. Apples help with gum health and cleaning your teeth. So that's what one of the foods, those rougher foods like that, carrots, apples, that's what God intended to help clean our teeth. Did you know that? Pretty cool. Hey Amanda, hey Penny, hey Angie. So a couple tips on food, because that's really hard when you're first starting, especially like I used to be horribly addicted to processed food and carbs. What I thought was healthy before this whole lifestyle, we ate pasta at almost every meal. And as you're gonna learn, pasta is a processed food and not good for you. So what we do now, we have what's called a spiralizer. You can get it on Amazon. We put a zucchini in the spiralizer, and you just run it through and it turns it into spaghetti. And so zucchini is awesome because it takes on the flavor of whatever you put it with. So we eat it raw, we don't cook it, and we put our hot tomato sauce on it. I don't make it homemade. I'm not Susie Homemaker. Running a zucchini through the spiralizer is as good as it gets for me. And I put my tomato sauce, whatever tomato sauce I like, and we add onions. We add more zucchini to bulk it up. I shred zucchini, and I hide shredded zucchini in everything because you don't taste it. It takes on the flavor of whatever you put it with. So we'll put it in the spaghetti sauce, add mushrooms, onion, zucchini, meat, etc. And we'll put that on top of the raw cold zucchini noodles, and it heats them up without cooking them. So we get the benefits of raw. You're not cooking out all the nutrients of the zucchini noodles. So I do have some pasta up here. There's a lot of not so healthy stuff in here right now. We had some family helping take care of Jackson this week, and they eat some things that we don't, but Jackson loves it, so whatever. All right, hey Brenda. Okay, so some great snacks. So what's a great snack? So we love these pretzel chips. You can get these at Costco, and they come in organic now, and I love them because they're low sugar. They do have some protein, and it just takes a couple. So one serving is 11 crackers. I don't even think I usually eat that many, and it's 100 calories. And so the reason I don't usually eat that many is because I put something on it. So I'll put peanut butter or almond butter or something protein based like that for my snack. Peanut butter or almond butter, sorry, I'm not good with the selfie stick, is good with apple slices. So those are a great afternoon snack. I will actually eat the pretzel chips with a piece of cheese for protein and a piece of meat. So meat that we've cooked, a slice of steak, a slice of chicken, and I'll actually eat that for a meal sometimes. I like snacky foods. All right, some other great snacks. My week time. My snack time is at night, like at 11 o'clock when I'm watching TV. Because I've already eaten 5 hours prior or 6 hours prior, so I'm hungry again. And y'all know I stay up late. These I love. Brain food. I got these off of Amazon. Learned about them on the plane with Virgin Airlines. They were free. Virgin Airlines rocks. It's peanuts, sunflower seeds, almonds, pumpkin seeds, cashews. So they are high in fat, but it's good fat that's high in protein. We want to teach you that fats are not bad. Your brain's actually made up of fat. That was all poor education in the 80s and 90s. You need fat. You want a high fat diet. You want it to be healthy fats, like from nuts, etc., avocados. All right, so, and another snack I like, because I avoid candy, I don't eat candy bars or anything like that, I like these. They make me feel like I'm getting a treat. It's called RX Bar, and I like the chocolate sea salt one. This one's coffee chocolate, and it's fine too, but the chocolate sea salt is my favorite. So it is no gluten, no soy, no dairy, no added sugar. The ingredients are just dates, so that's what makes it sweet, egg whites, almonds, cashews, I don't know how to say cacao or whatever, that's like the chocolate, all natural chocolate, coffee, sea salt, natural coffee flavor. So this is the coffee one. This one contains eggs, almonds, and cashews. But I love these. And so there's all different kinds of flavors. I've gone through almost all of them, but the chocolate sea salt is my favorite. These are great for travel too, so we took these on our trip so that we don't eat bad food when we're feeling like a snack. Although they had chocolate ganache cupcakes on our trip, and I did eat that. All right, so what else do we like? We eat a lot of tacos, but we don't eat them the normal way. I am not holding this very straight, sorry guys. So tacos for us, we like to eat lettuce boats. So lettuce boats are amazing. You buy the big romaine lettuce leaves and you put your ingredients in the lettuce boat instead of the taco shell. So we have taco boats, chicken boats, steak boats. You put everything that you would normally eat in a taco or a quesadilla or some kind of shell like that, and you put it in the lettuce boat. It's just a big old romaine lettuce leaf, and it holds everything awesome. So one of my favorites is diced chicken breast from the grill, lemon juice, lime juice. I squeeze lime on that. I squeeze lime on everything. The acidity really brings out the flavors in the food. And so chicken breast, squeeze lime juice, onions cooked or raw, whatever you like, any kind of vegetables to go with it. Oh gosh, what all do we put on there? Grilled zucchini, any of your grilled vegetables. We grill all year long. And say hi, Zimmy. Hi. We eat a lot of garlic and onions. So Google the benefit of garlic and onions. But for our taco boats, so we'll do our ground taco meat. We'll use one of those seasoning packets out of laziness, but we only sprinkle a little bit of the taco seasoning packet on there because they're way too high in sodium. So just use enough to get flavor. So we'll use ground beef, ground turkey, ground buffalo. We get all of our meat at Costco because it's really high quality meat, organic, and buffalo meat, bison is really good for you. And the hamburger there is organic, the chicken's organic. We eat all white meat chicken. So we'll eat or cook up any one of those meats in the crock pot or the stove top, and we keep them in a separate dish so that we can do different things with it for a few days. So we, prep ahead. So we have our meat with just a little bit of that taco packet, not the whole thing. It's much healthier to make your own, but like I said, I'm no Martha Stewart, so we'll work with what we got here. And shredded lettuce and iceberg, great, not a lot of nutrients. So try to do like spinach, romaine, kale, chard, some of the other leafy greens. The greener, the darker the green, the better. So we'll use a iceberg shredded lettuce out of convenience, but we won't be getting the most nutrients in that one. So we try to remember to grab the other packs. The darker the green, the better, okay? So we'll do shredded lettuce, our meat, we'll do diced avocado, onions, raw or cooked. We'll do cottage cheese. It's good to avoid dairy, but I love cheese. So I'm eating the cheese, peeps. All right, so cottage cheese, love that on our tacos, whether it's taco salad or taco boat. And then, because I have to have that little crunchy something or other, whether it's in my taco soup, it's in my taco boat, we get those little skinny tortilla strips. It's just a small bag. I think we're out right now because I think we ate tacos every day last week. Yeah, we're out right now. So it's in the, they're in like the salad toppings section. Let me look here. I'm gonna clean out this cabinet today. So it is just those skinny, teeny tiny tortilla strips. Because you don't eat hardly any, you'll get, it's low calorie and not a lot of fat, bad fats. And you just sprinkle a couple on your taco soup, tortilla soup, or your boats, and that gives you the crunch you need without that whole corn or flour shell. Corn and flour are bad for you. Corn turns into sugar in your body, glucose, and has absolutely no nutritional value. So when we're talking about vegetables, corn is not one of them. And flour, gluten is not good for you. We learned that a couple weeks ago in the hormone balancing that gluten is very bad for women. It causes inflammation in the intestines and then leads to increased cortisol productions and other hormone imbalances. So you want to start learning how to avoid gluten. So we don't eat bread. We don't have bread in the house. We find other ways to make our sandwiches. We have a lettuce wrap, a lettuce boat. You can get gluten-free bread. Don't fall into the trap of gluten-free processed foods. It's kind of like, it's garbage in, garbage out. If it's crap, but it has the word organic or gluten in front of it, it's still crap. So you want to make sure that you're not just buying boxes of processed food because they say organic or gluten-free. If it still has no nutritional value, it doesn't matter if it's organic or gluten-free. It has no nutritional value to you. So don't fall into the trap of buying boxed foods. That's why we have like almost no food in this cabinet, because we eat fresh fruits and vegetables. And to make it easy, we shop at Costco. I need to get paid by Costco, don't I? So in our freezer, we have all of our fresh fruits. So my mom picks blueberries all summer in Canada. So we always have a plethora of blueberries. So we eat blueberries every day in smoothies. We do a vanilla trim shake with blueberry, raspberry, strawberry. What else is up here? We get our fruit, because it goes bad too fast, we get our fruit in these bags. So we have organic tropical fruit, kiwi, mangoes, strawberries, peaches from Costco. My fave is the triple berry. High in antioxidants, good fiber, strawberry, blueberry, raspberry. And that's what I put in my vanilla trim shake. And then I throw in, can't see what this is, but this is greens. This is power greens. So it's kale, chard, spinach. See how dark it is? The darker the better, because that's where the nutrients is. Spinach, chard, kale. So I'll throw a handful of that in. I don't taste it in my smoothie, because when you put raspberries with anything, the raspberries are so powerful that they cover the taste of the greens. Or you can just use doTERRA greens. I still like my fresh greens here, so I like to do that as well. Oh, there's Weight Watchers chocolate bars. I don't eat those. Those are from Grandma Zimmer. What else is in here? more Grandma Zimmer stuff. So our freezer, we have like hardly anything. We have meat, we have greens, and we have mixed bags of frozen fruit and asparagus spears. So have those foods ready. It makes it easy. So if you come back to our pantry here, this is a mess. I haven't cleaned up. We've been on vacation. So we have ready to go. We're big on smoothies because they're easy. I don't like to sit and eat. I like to keep working, so I eat while I work. So I have doTERRA greens. I add that to my smoothies. We have the vanilla trim shake because we eat that the most. We're going to order the orange, though. Everybody's saying it's great. I have V shakes because I got these from something, so we're going to use that up. It's vegan. And then we have ground flaxseed. I add that for fiber. We have organic peanut butter powder. I haven't tried this yet. Scott has. He ate the chocolate trim shake with this peanut butter powder. It's for protein and vitamin B. We have, all kinds of stuff back here. We have chia seeds. We have cacao powder. I don't know how to say that. It's chocolate. All natural, original form of chocolate. So I have all these things to boost my trim shakes, to make them more filling, add more fruits and vegetables to them. Of course, we always have huge amounts of bananas. When we want a snack, so for example, we don't even keep sugar or flour in the house. We just don't. I have sugar here from Sugar Scrubs. That's the only time I've used sugar. We don't eat sugar. We have a candy bowl of my son's. This is Halloween candy. It'll probably still be here next Halloween. If he's lucky, he gets a piece of candy one a day after supper. And he'll get like a Laffy Taffy, a teeny tiny Laffy Taffy, or a Starburst. He doesn't get a whole pack of Starburst, he gets a Starburst. That's how limited our sugar intake. Our sugars come in the form of all natural sugars from fruit. So we have oranges every day and green apples by the truckload. So like I said, we all probably eat at least 2 green apples a day. That's our snack. Our snack for us is a banana, an apple, an orange. During the day, we simply don't snack, or if we do, we grab one of those. So the key is get the junk out of the house. So I gotta clean out this cabinet. There's leftover stuff in here from Christmas and lower quality peanut butter. I didn't buy this. I get peanut butter that is just peanuts, nothing else. So have your healthy snacks handy. Another good thing, because it's winter, is to make soups. Make your own homemade soups. So I get in bulk organic chicken stock from Costco, and I throw in meat, chicken, beef, ground turkey, bison or buffalo, and then I'll throw in black beans for fiber. I'll throw in onions, garlic, tomatoes, shredded zucchini as a filler. And remember, you don't taste it. I do that in place of pasta noodles or rice. And so you can shred zucchini. You can run it through the spiralizer. I'll show you what my spiralizer looks like. So we do have some of those yuck foods in here for emergencies. If Jackson has a buddy over, we don't make his buddies eat spiralized zucchini. We want his friends to like them. Alright, so here's a spiralizer. Can you see that little white doohickey? It's like a little food processing thing. And you just put the zucchini on there, crank it through, and it comes out zucchini noodles. You can do carrots, you can do just about anything. You can do potatoes, but we're not eating potatoes. Potatoes are not healthy. Potatoes turn into sugar in your body because they're just carbohydrates. And so work on finding fruits and vegetables that you like, and then stockpiling them in the house so you have them. If you're not able to get through them in a couple days, then freeze them. They freeze great. So you can freeze zucchini. it's better to have it fresh and raw, but you can freeze it. A lot of the water freezes out of zucchini. But get your snacks. So I've got my little snack bars. I've got my nuts and snacks. I've got my green apples. Those are my staples. And my coffee, of course. That's not the best one. But have on hand what you need and get the rest out of the house. We don't keep candy bars. Scott and I both love chocolate, so we don't keep that in the house. There's no candy bars in the house. And we don't keep chips. He loves chips, and so we don't keep chips in the house. There's no chips here. There's a couple tortilla chips left from last week when the Zimmers were here. But other than that, we don't keep chips because we'll eat them. So don't keep the food in the house that you don't want people to eat. If it has no nutritional value, why are we eating it anyway? If you're gonna crave sugar, start teaching your body how to crave an apple that's all natural sugar, a banana, an orange, and start replacing those processed food sugars. Before you know it, between the lifelong vitality, the cleanse, and the retraining your body to like those sugars, natural sugars, you're not going to crave the sweets anymore. I don't crave sweets anymore. Maybe once a month I'll go get a couple pieces of chocolate for a couple days, but that's about it. But then you're satisfied with one little small piece of chocolate as opposed to like a whole candy bar. Just the thought of eating a whole candy bar grosses me out now. So you'll figure out over time and help your body and mind retrain themselves to what you like. Once you start eating clean, and you get rid of those breads and potatoes and all those foods that make you feel disgusting after you eat them, you will love the way you feel and you won't want to eat them. You'll have more energy. Everything else will feel better. You won't have the brain fog. Breads and glutens, they all cause brain fog because what they're doing when you eat them, they're inflammatory. So even if you're not having pain specifically, you will have some sort of inflammation. And a lot of time that turns out as a result, you'll get brain fog. So breads, glutens, pastas, potatoes, eliminate those from your diet one at a time. Find a good replacement. You can Google it. It's so simple to Google. Great lifestyle changes to follow. The GAPS diet, G as in George, APS, GAPS diet, stands for Gut and Psychology Syndrome. It will teach you how healing your gut with food can remedy a lot of your health problems, psychologically and physically. So GAPS diet lifestyle. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. You can also follow paleo, P-A-L-E-O. Just Google paleo recipes. There's a million on Pinterest and Google. Another couple diets, they're all similar. What they're doing is eliminating inflammatory foods, carbohydrates, glutens, breads, processed foods. When you go to the grocery store, walk the perimeter. If it's in a box, don't buy it. Walk the perimeter, meats, fruits, vegetables, and start learning how to cook with those, whether it's in a smoothie. That's easiest for me. Throw it all in a smoothie, not meat. Or make a soup, and those keep well. They freeze well. So start learning how to transition the garbage out of your diet and replace it with what God intended you to eat. Once I learned what a clean diet was, it was much easier. It was so hard for me to grasp because I didn't understand processed foods, organic. I didn't understand any of those terms. Now keep in mind I had brain damage and I wasn't a big Googler back then. But once I realized that if you eat what God created for you to eat, which is fruits, meats, and vegetables, obviously there's, some people don't eat meat, but fruits and vegetables, plants, etc., that's what he intended. He didn't make taco shells. He didn't make, I don't even know. He did make potatoes, but again, don't eat potatoes or corn. They turn into sugar in your body and are inflammatory. But focus on the foods that he made. He didn't make Doritos and Cheetos and Tostitos. He did not intend for you to eat those foods. That's why we have such digestive issues. Our kids are not healthy and they're getting sick all the time. Okay, well, not ours, obviously. He hasn't been sick in 2 years. But our kids are not healthy because they're eating processed chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, sugar, and then we're wondering why they can't go to the bathroom and why they're sick all the time. So, of course, they're not going to want to eat it. If you start young enough, they won't know the difference. I have a friend whose children eat Brussels sprouts and beets and everything because, one, they weren't given an option, and two, they started eating them so young. Well, we're late in the game, so I have to hide that stuff. So I'll make a smoothie for Jackson and I'll bury spinach in it. He has no idea because the fruit and the vanilla trim shake are covering up the taste, but he's eating spinach. It's the only way I'm going to get it in there. Start learning how to get your kids the nutrients, give them the doTERRA vitamins, the doTERRA probiotic, and then start hiding the greens and good stuff in their diet. Teach them when it's time for a snack that it's not Doritos and pop, that it's a green apple. Oh my gosh, so one of the best snacks ever is fresh strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, and a squirt of spray whipped cream. It's less than a gram of sugar, so it's very low in sugar because it's mostly air, but it makes that whole treat really fun. So that is one of our favorite desserts here. Blueberries or raspberries or strawberries are all mixed together, and spray whipped cream. Make it fun. Make it something they want to do. What kid doesn't love spray whipped cream? And so start thinking outside the box. Kids love oranges, apples, bananas. I went on a rampage at our school a few years ago because I went to an event and it was all garbage food, and it was grade school, and there was a table lined up of 2 liters of soda, of Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper. Those kids should not be drinking that. That is so bad for them. Don't teach your kids to drink that. Teach them not to drink that. So that's just liquid sugar. Why would you feed someone liquid sugar? And so I went on a rampage teaching our school about what kids should eat, and especially children. I want you to use some common sense here. If you give a 40-pound child, so keep in mind that's 1/3 or 1/4 the size of you. If you give a 40-pound kid a can of soda, that's like you sitting down and drinking 4 cans of soda in one sitting. How do you feel after drinking 4 cans of soda? So I'm on the soda warpath because soda is making America a fat, diabetic, and super unhealthy. So work on eliminating the soda. If you eliminate soda from your diet, you'll lose 10 pounds in like 30 days. So soda, get rid of the soda. Teach them other fun ways to have drinks. Lemon in their water, lemon juice in their water. Just fun ways to have a drink. Water. There's nothing wrong with water. We all need water. Have a shake and make it fun. You don't have to put ice cream in it for it to taste good and be fun. Just those fruits, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, and vanilla trim shake or yogurt or whatever, and some ice. If the fruit is frozen, it's going to taste like ice cream. That is one of Jackson's favorite treats. Blueberry, raspberry, strawberry with yogurt, milk, and a scoop of vanilla trim shake. You don't even need the trim shake. Before doTERRA, we just did it without. So, and then throw in a handful of greens and they don't even know it's in there. So anyway, hope that was helpful. Start working on transitioning your diet. A couple people have asked some ideas on how to get started. Keep the carbs down, keep the sugars down. Eat your 3 meals a day, have snacks in between. Not eating enough also causes your metabolism to slow down. So eat breakfast, even if it's a trim shake on the go. Have a snack of an apple or a banana in between those meals to keep your metabolism revved up. So just make sure it's a healthy snack. All right, guys, hope that was helpful. Love eating good foods. You'll feel fantastic. And please post in the comments any recipes that you love for a clean, healthy meal or snack. Thanks. Happy oiling.